And this is probably one of the biggest movies of the summer. We're going to continue to talk about the Odyssey. Not only are we excited because it's a Christopher Nolan movie, but also it has a lot of big names. ABC 10's Marcus Allen sat down to talk to them about, what's going to be happening with this new movie that's going to be coming out. And here in Sacramento, we have a special opportunity, Mark.
Exactly. For that and other reasons, I can go ahead and jump on the bandwagon and say not one of the biggest movies of the summer, biggest movies of the year. And I guarantee you, technically, this is the most ambitious movie ever made. Shot on IMAX film. And here in Sacramento, we're one of the few places where you can actually see it on IMAX film. 1225 K Street, K Street's Esquire IMAX Theater. Just know, downtown IMAX, you are at the right place to see it. A few minutes ago, we talked to Anne Hathaway about her role in the movie. We also talked to Tom Holland about his takeaways. Listen. The first thing he told you after you filmed your first scene. And I love that we get to say film, because you have to correct that.
We shot it, yeah.
Because there's no film. This is so film.
My first day was a real kind of baptism of fire. We shot 2 days worth of work in one day. It was in this kind of humongous set in Morocco. It was my most emotional scene in the film. Because of the nature of the IMAX camera, you can only film for about 3 minutes before the mag runs out. And John Bernthal's speech, which is what is supposed to bring this emotion out of me, was probably about 5 minutes worth of material. So Chris had kind of said to me, look, we're not going to be able to shoot the entire scene with one mag, so can you just do your portion of the scene without listening to John's story? Now, John's performance, which is what was bringing the emotion, and throughout the day as he was doing his scene, you like hold it in a little bit. Yeah. You're like, I don't want to waste it when it's on the back of my head. But I could feel the emotion coming when he was chatting, so I was like, oh, this will be fine. But then I had to do it without John doing the speech. Yeah. But it was great, and it went really well. I cried, and Chris gave me a hug afterwards, and
you were
I
on
felt
the set.
super accomplished. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I can exist in this world.
And exist in this world, he does quite well. He plays Odysseus' son, who, if you read the book, kids, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. He got a hug from Christopher Nolan, but you were saying he wanted more than that.
Yeah, so I've been seeing some of the interviews about this movie, and Zendaya's in the movie too. So They were talking about how he was first able to tell her that she was a part of the movie, which was awesome, but then that Zendaya was one of the very few people on set that got a perfect from Christopher Nolan, and that he didn't get one, so he was pretty upset about that one. But hey, a hug is not bad.
Not bad, and I always wonder how these celebrity relationships work at home when you're both super competitive, and I guess they do okay.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. I mean, they've worked together, so we have Spider-Man coming up too, so yeah. I'm sure they're fine.
So again, it's shot on film. We're talking, they shot over a million feet of film for this, and that's extraordinarily expensive. And there's over 11 miles of film in the finished product.
And I also asked you this during the break. How long did it take them to film the whole thing?
91 days. For comparison, Oppenheimer was about 50. This is 91 days. One of the most expensive movies ever made. I've seen it. Check online. There are going to be some people that say, it's not exactly historically accurate, but it's still a great movie.
Okay, awesome. We got to check it out. Thank you, Mark.